up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 69 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On first down, Locke. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on second down. Lock. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Let's go. Oh, you got deep. Topper!
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Locke. This is the tight end fan. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Throwing now is Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick in the final seconds of the first half as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over. Let's go! Let's go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Check X3, 218, chopper. Check 13. Check
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. To throw on third down. Block. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check 43.
Block now on first down. He completes this to Sutton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check three.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Locke. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Broncos have taken the lead. The punter, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Ingram. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
Yeah,
they?
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And he's got Snead. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He's going, he's going, he's going. We got the ball.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
At the 16-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 9.
On 2nd and a yard. Jackson, that's caught by Roberts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jackson to throw again. Steps away to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Another run by Lindsey, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here's Lindsey. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Von Miller. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me. 36.
On the counter, Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Hey, lock it. Watch the ship. Tight dog.
Locke going to go on 4th down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And that one will pretty much...
Locked, reinforced.
Now McManus for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really